maybe we can take a look at hip hop specifically in a club, because back then, right? Wow, hip hop like originates from the streets and goes into the club, you know.
Yeah.
And then there are b-boy battle, rap ciphers, all that kind of thing. Do you feel like hip hop is like dying a little bit
I feel like
globally versus Singapore?
I think, okay, let's start globally first. I think globally, right? Globally is bigger than ever. Yeah, because now even every pop, every rock thing, they always incorporate some sort of rap in there. You know, and rap still goes back to hip hop. So globally, I think it's bigger than ever. Everyone's getting into hip hop dancing because of K-pop and all that as well.
Yeah, even your Doja Cat also is like pop but rap.
Yeah, her latest album is mostly rap as well, and then she goes back to singing here and there. But I think globally, definitely bigger than ever. Back then, hip hop was always looked at as the genre that, you know, drives youth to do bad things, tell people about bitches and hoes, you know, like that kind of stuff. But I guess like you see rappers like J. Cole and stuff that manage to talk about perception and talk about their lives and being very honest and stuff. That's when people realize that the genre is just not about cars, bitches all the time, you know. Like those are things that play in the club and play off well, because when we go in the club, everyone likes to be fake Mr. Romeo and Miss Juliet, you get what I mean? Like their perfect self, but a lot of them go home, cleanse makeup, or go home, your hair and you shower, then you become back to your lame self again, you know. Yeah, so I guess back then those songs that are more for you to feel like you're not yourself, for you to enjoy yourself at the parties, are the ones that like Kidding and all that, you know, back then are more popping. But right now I guess people see the genre as something more, the honest stuff. Like the song that's going to be number one on the charts right now is the Drake and J. Cole song. You know what I mean? And that song has nothing about girls, nothing about cars. It's just them rapping about how good they are at rapping, and then talking about how him, J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar are the three goats of hip hop right now. You know what I mean? And just those competitive stuff can be number one on the Billboard. Back then, it's always the Taylor Swifts. It's always the artists that you expect. But now you can see like even songs that are really pure hip hop, no chorus, no nothing, can make it to number one.
No chorus.
No chorus, exactly. No hook factor, no nothing, you know, and it's number one on the Billboard. So I guess that's why I say globally, I think it's a lot bigger.
It's like it is like the pop structure for a while, then until Designer Panda came out.
Yes.
It's like a no chorus one. It just go all the way.
Yeah, and it's funny because like even before Panda came out, actually Future himself was doing music like that. Then when Designer came out with Panda, it actually sounded like a Future song, but somehow Panda was the one that blew up.
And
then at that point it was the mumble rap era where everything was
and
and somehow he just make it to the charts every time, right? But then now it's back to people liking what they hear again. They want to hear words again.
Now people want to hear the OG of mumble rap, Zhou Jielun, you know.
You all see the video of him in Australia, and then this Australian guy was covering his song, his busker.
Oh yes, then he just sang
he sang, right? And then someone commented like, hey, he sang more here than his concert.
What the shit, man? Yeah. Wow, fuck, man. The TikTok commenters, they're all fucking genius. IQ
vicious
200.
as hell, man. They're vicious, man.
Too bloody crazy already. And then also recently Future, right? They start to wanna like bring hip hop back with the cypher. I don't know if
the
you're
Speed
aware.
Peak event as well, right?
Yeah.
So actually right before I came today, they sent me an invite to go to that event to watch, which I would love to, but then like I didn't plan for it, and then I already planned for a music video shoot on Saturday. Then I'm like, oh damn. Then now it looks like I don't support hip hop in Singapore. But it's not true. I mean, it's not true. Everybody knows it's not true. I mean, like my heart is always there. I always start there. It's just that I don't really like the politics in between as well. So for me, I try to pull myself out of there, you know. I'm still supportive. When people make good music, I just always share it, but I'm not fake about it, you know. Yeah, which is touching on the point of, is hip hop dying? Locally, I would say locally, it's not dying. There's a lot of rappers now compared to last time when during Shiga's time, during even when I just started after that. Right now, it's a lot more. Every other person on TikTok is a rapper now. It's just how good you are, you know. Yeah, and I think that's what makes you stand out. And a lot of people are doing music that literally, I would say, bar for bar, flow for flow, copying UK, US rappers. Yeah, I heard someone like try to rap very UK grime vibes. It sounds exactly like Central C, but the lyrics is about
Central C.
Yeah, then he would say like mumsies and all that, like UK slang. I'm like, do you really call your mum mumsies? Like, you know, you don't, right?
1T44.
Yeah, like you don't really. It's not your lifestyle. But I guess if it depends. For me, is I make music honest to myself. Stuff that are relatable, stuff that are real. I try to be as genuine as possible, and I try to make music different from what I hear outside. Because to me, the factor of standing out is the most important.
I think authentic you self, just speak with your Singaporean accent, right? You really stand out, like compared to the rest of the world.
But is that a good way or a bad way to stand out? You know, that's what I always think about it.
Yeah,
because
like
Singaporeans are they want to hear as Western as possible. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but the rest of the world, I think maybe they don't care.
They don't care, exactly. I met a lot of international people, and you know, like I've only heard that comment about Singaporean accent from Singaporeans. Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know
because
if
we
you-
know the accent.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard of this, right? There's this TikTok, right, where they are saying that the Singaporean accent sounds like an African accent.
Yeah, you see Nigerian people.
Nigerian, right.
I will not try to replicate because I get cancelled on TikTok. Fuck that, man.
Yeah, but I realized that they really sound like us, you know, in a certain way. I guess because of the mixture of language that we speak and the mixture of the language they speak is like kind of similar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They call it broken English as well. In Singapore, we also call it broken English. So I guess that's where it's similar because we don't speak perfect English. Our our mother tongue, which is supposedly our first language, became our mother tongue because English took over. Right? Yeah.
And somehow we speak so quickly, right?
Yeah.
So we cannot pronounce all the vowels and you know all the Western counterparts lah.
Maybe that's why every Singaporean guy think they can rap.
They're already rapping already probably. Yeah, lor. I don't know how to put this like, but rapping is just about speed, but I don't really think so. It's really about like rhyming and more about expressing your thoughts. That's what intrinsically rapping is about, right? But then like what you say, like for people that don't have a full-time job, they have to make this work immediately, right? Then the most logical thing is to copy what works and then start to have that cookie cutter mentality.
Yeah.
Everybody starts sounding the same.
Yeah. But I mean like I would say right now, to some extent it might work because now TikTok is so
Copy paste.
Yeah, right. It's so prominent. So there's even a style of posting. Like this is day 26 of me trying to get my music to this fan base, and then they were like, or they would use that artist picture. Let's say they make songs like Amine, the rapper, and they will put like, if you're a Amine fan, you're like this. You know, like the posting is so cookie cutter now that they will do that, and then they put their songs, and they will speed it up 2 times, like how the Cupid one, and then they just put it there, and then somehow it works. Like they still approach the right people, even though to me, I find it very icky personally because I feel like it's just like you're openly selling a soul. But I guess whatever works, right? But then these kind of numbers, will they translate to people coming to your show? More or less not. You get what I mean? It's just a very quick listen, quick buck, quick follower thing. But I don't know. I'm more for the long term, and if that works for people, more power to them. I'm not a hater, but it's just personally I will not do it for myself, you know, because I find it icky. But like you said, the cookie cutter stuff, I feel like if I can listen to Amine himself, why would I listen to Amine copycat from Malaysia, from Singapore, from somewhere else? You get what I mean? I'll just listen to Amine's music. Why would I listen to Amine's copycat? You get what I mean? That's where I feel like originality stands out. If your music is inspired but different, that's different, you know. But if it's cookie cutter, where the way you rap, the flow, the beats that you choose, it's so similar. I'm like, then what's the point? You know, like, fuck man, go KTV instead. You know? Yeah.
I think this is a way to get from 0 to 50. Right? It's like the starting phase, right? Of you want to reach people, lah. I think maybe it is like you must do the cookie cutter, but from 50 to 100, right? Then you might need to have your own original style.
Or they stay still, right? Maybe they just like stuck over there. Like they become very still.
Because they keep copying people.
Yeah, you can't go further than that already.
So is it important for us to like develop like adopt a hybrid method? That means like starting, right, we do this kind of like, you know, remixes, cover music, copy people kind of shit.
Yeah.
Then after that, we reach a certain point and start being original rather than original all the way or copy people all the way. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's a balance between your own artist integrity and also like
what people want to see.
Yeah, and how much people want to see it. Because I know of a lot of people that's been telling me this since I just started, and even people in general overseas as well. It's like you have to build your audience first, then you can do the music you like. Because by then when people like you, they listen to whatever you put out. Yeah. So I also believe in that. But I also believe like I don't want to compromise my personal style, my personal integrity to really do whatever the audience like. Because then it gets to a point where it's just not real, you know. And then when you finally do what's real, it might be such a differentiation that those people hear, they're like, what the fuck is this? I didn't support you for this, and then they leave, you know. So it still needs to have some soul. It needs to have you inside, you know. If the you is not inside, then when you finally show the real you, then the people will leave because they never come for you anyway. But the good thing is that's when like pretty privilege, and that's when I guess good looking people come in, and then they just like do whatever the fuck, right? As long as their face is nice there. For example, Bella Poarch. Her music is not great, but she's not a bad singer as well. But her stuff is quite cookie cutter, but because she really built a following from doing the cutesy TikToks, now no matter what she puts out, even though people hate on it, the listeners still fly and go crazy, you know? Yeah, and she's getting more original with each song. Same with Miley Cyrus. Her new music is great, absolutely amazing compared to her older stuff, which I don't really like but Party in the USA still a bop, you know, like but Flowers and all that kind of stuff, very original. And then I think she reached a point where she managed to cut past her previous cringe stuff, where she was like just short hair, talking to blurred lines and stuff on VMAs, and now she's just like killing it, you know. So I guess it takes time to sort of develop. But I don't know, I guess it depends on everybody, you know, there's no one way to this.